A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "There was a rich man, and he had a steward who was denounced to him for being wasteful with his property. He called for the man and said, 'What is this I hear about you? Draw me up an account of your stewardship, because you are not to be my steward any longer.' Then the steward said to himself, 'Now that my master is taking the stewardship from me, what am I to do? Dig? I am not strong enough. Go begging? I should be too ashamed. I know what I will do to make sure that when I am dismissed from office, there will be some to welcome me into their houses.' Then he called his master's debtors one by one. To the first he said, 'How much do you owe my master?' 100 measures of oil,' was the reply. The steward said, 'Here, take your bond, sit down straightway and write 50. To another he said, 'And you, sir, how much do you owe?' 100 measures of wheat,' was the reply. The steward said, 'Here, take your bond and write 80. The master praised the dishonest steward for his astuteness. For the children of this world are more astute in dealing with their own kind than are the children of light. And so I tell you this: use money, tainted as it is, to win you friends, and thus make sure that when it fails you, they will welcome you into the tents of eternity. The man who can be trusted in little can be trusted in great. The man who is dishonest in little will be dishonest in great. If then you cannot be trusted with money, that tainted thing, who will trust you with genuine riches? And if you cannot be trusted with what is not yours, who will give you what is your very own? No servant can be the slave of two masters. He will either hate the first and love the second, or treat the first with respect and the second with scorn. You cannot be the slave both of God and of money. The Gospel of the Lord. The parable of the unjust steward can be confusing. How is it that an unfaithful steward, about to be relieved of his position, gains praise from his employer when he ends his career by stealing more from him? Jesus is not praising his unrighteous actions. The admiration is for the brilliant planning. Stewardship is a fit description of our roles on earth. A steward does not own the things he manages. In the same way, God gives us our lives to manage, but our lives and everything that we have belongs to God. We too have been warned that we don't have much time left for our stewardship. In real terms, it won't be long before we will have to stand before our Lord and give an account of our stewardship. In essence, Jesus reminds us to not only calculate and plan the material aspects of our lives, but also to be attentive to the spiritual preparation so necessary for meeting our heavenly goal.